Hello everybody. Just earlier today, unfortunately I kind of missed this move up, but it has been quite a rally of a move. So I'm just gonna go down to the 50-minute time frame. Here you can see very nice increase in price here, along with volume sort of following here. Created a very nice high volume node within here, coming up in towards resistance, which we did react off of. Again, this monthly level at around 20k, give or take, has been a significant resistance to us. Just looking at previously, this was a swing failure pattern of these highs right here, and then we did kind of dump down shortly after from that. We'll see if we get another move up and continue to push up from there. But just looking locally here, we could see the 20,100, give or take, was a resistance. Looking at the order flow too, just zooming in on kind of this price action up here, we could see a large increase in volume here, along with a large decrease in open interest, which did make the move favorable. I unfortunately kind of missed it this morning, but here you could see some longs at the top here. I'll just drop down to the 5-minute time frame and kind of zoom in a little bit more. But you can see some longs opening up on the top right here, kind of FOMOing, being trapped, along with some shorts kind of opening up. But for the most part, we could see a good amount of trapped longs. This would have made a very nice short trade, a short scalp trade, and just short it down to the VWAP. Now it kind of looks like we want to push up again. We did get that bounce from the VWAP, so this is kind of leading momentum. Not only that, but leading up to this move, very large increase in open interest, so this was a very strong move. This might have been a little bit harder of a short to really take, but in most cases, this large decrease in open interest would have been a good sign to really take that short. So we'll kind of see what happens if price wants to take out the swing failure pattern again. I believe we won't get another rejection. If we do, we'll just keep on pushing up higher. With the looks of the volume, this move does look like it wants to be kind of dying down and getting a little bit weaker. It does look like we want to go back in towards and retest the valley area, to say the least. Drawing a fib from the swing low to the swing high. You can see the 382 is lining up nicely with the value area high. And so if this were to be a true bullish up move, again, we would like to see a pullback towards that 382 with price, again, bouncing and reacting accordingly based off of that. We don't really want to see that losing this. Therefore, we would come down towards the point of control. And in this case, the point of control is quite a ways down, along with it being lining up nicely with a 786. And so zooming out a little bit more too, you can see we are getting a previous day high, along with the daily valley area low coming in nicely, confluence with this valley area high, so to speak. So again, nice confluence there. That will be a level to hold, just looking microly. And if we want to see that hold, if not, we'll come down towards this point of control, and that will be our next area to be looking for those scalp longs. So just looking in the larger picture of things, I'll actually go to this chart. Here we can see we have yet to touch this trend line once again. There might be a possibility that we perhaps get a small rejection based off of that, and depending on what the volume does, if we get a strong volume buildup, that will just kind of lead us towards breaking out of this trend line. But again, that is kind of far ahead of looking. A lot of people are getting bullish right now, just the sentiment. We'll see if this is a true break of the lows here, but otherwise, just looking on the macro structure, we are still in that downtrend, and still a move towards the 21k to 21 and a half will still be a downtrend. So until we really break out of this trend line, I do remain bearish, just looking on the macro time frame of things. So that is kind of the gist of the footprint bar and the order flow. Just reading up towards today's move, looking at what's going on right now. This kind of seems we're kind of going sideways. However, we are seeing a slight buildup of the open interest here, with price kind of increasing too. So again, that does add kind of a upwards momentum bias just looking at that. However, right now, just locally, I'm seeing some minor absorption going on. We're seeing a whole bunch of longs opening up, yet prices not really pumping up, so to speak. And just looking at the delta bars or the CVD here, we can see price not really making a higher high, but yet CVD is pushing up nicely. Along with the footprint bar here, you can see a significant amount of delta on the 5 minute. Right now, this is not enough information for me to really take a short here, but again, it would be interesting to see if this holds a little bit more. Price kind of staggers, and then could possibly potentially look for a shorts. So I'm just gonna see. So this is a kind of the retest of the golden pocket here. Looks like we're kind of tapping out the highs right here. We'll see if we get another push up of beyond this candle right here, and if price really decides to hold. Again, there might be some absorption going on here, but yet it's still kind of too early to confirm. I want to see that triple divergence of absorption again in order for me to make this really a short bias here. So again, not enough for me to really enter right now. But what is interesting too is coming up in towards this candle of the local golden pocket resistance too, is that you can see there is a slight absorption moving up in towards this candle, where we saw CVD kind of coming higher as we came into a resistance, and then we got a quick scalp of a downtrend or rejection off of that. But again, that's not quite enough for me to really enter a short. Again, it will be interesting to see if once the cash opens, the US Open, is that we kind of go sideways, kind of bounce in between the daily or developing point of control, and just kind of retest this upwards area here. We'll see if that holds, and then potentially we can start to look for a short based off of that. So that is what I'm really looking at microly, kind of the game plans that I have. It's important to, again, have a plan and plan out your trades in advance. That way when the trades come, you're not really panicking. It just helps with kind of the trading anxiety and knowing how to remain calm under certain conditions. So we'll see what happens here. What I can do is draw some volume just from the range sideways here. You can see we're getting a local value area high coming in nicely with the golden pocket. So it'll be, again, interesting to see if we get a bounce from this point of control again, and then come up and retest this value area high, and then get a rejection down. Again, we'll have to wait and see, but I'm still waiting on this absorption to play out in the order flow. We'll see what happens. Especially once the US opens, we hopefully might see some people FOMOing long here, with price just not really pumping, so to speak. And then we'll see potential rejection based off of that. Again, that will add more confluence towards this potential short that we would take. So Jason says good morning. Good morning, Jason. Right now, looks like ES is kind of going sideways. We did hit a local top here at around 36 or 37.60. Again, the support for the ES is 37.20. So I'll just kind of mark that out. So this is the key support we want to remain above. A break below that will lead to lower prices and really put the bears in control. And lately it seems like ES or the stock markets have been tied closely with Bitcoin. So right now I'm kind of have a feeling we're going to see a large move up, a large gap up in the stock market, and then potentially see a dump down. Again, that's just being speculative. Not really sure if that's going to happen or not, but again, the stock market likes to catch up with the futures market, and so we'll see what happens accordingly. Anyways, I'm going to drop down the 3-minute time frame here, and we'll see what happens. Right now, not too many longs or shorts in the market. Zooming out and seeing this in a bird's eye view. For the most part, there are still a good amount of longs in this market. As more longs are FOMOing in, it seems right now. Whole bunch of stacked imbalances. Again, we'll see if this local resistance holds. That really means there's a large potential short that needs to be filled. And again, I want to see CVD continue to make highs here, with price holding, of course. That would make me more confident in entering a short here. If that does happen, I would probably wait for that 5-minute candle to close. That way it's confirming that divergence, that absorption divergence. And the invalidation on this would be pretty easy. It would be just mapping this out. Assuming we enter somewhere in here, it would be above these highs right here. And then really we would look to take profits at the next major support at the 382. So that is just a game plan. We'll see if that plays out or not. Right now, it doesn't really look like too many people are following long, although there are some imbalances here. But just looking at the buy trades, typically you want to see a little bit more buy trades, like as in this candle too, to really see the CVD go up higher. But again, that can change as we are looks to be we're squeezing out of this zone here up towards the daily valley area high. Volume really picking up, a lot of stacked imbalances, shorts getting stopped out. This is interesting. So right now we are still in a low volume area, just locally, and in this large move up too. Still a low volume area. Let's see if we can get another swing failure pattern of this, and then see a rejection off of that. We'll just have to wait and see. There is a good amount of volume building up in this 3-minute candle on the top of it. So I'll just kind of draw this guy out. So 21,150. That is a potential level we can look to short at. Hello, JL. I take very few losses, but when I win, I usually get stopped out at entry and gain hardly anything. It sounds like you're getting the risk management down pretty well. I don't know what to say. You might have to rephrase your question a little bit more. So it looks like we might come down a little bit. We'll see if this range right here will hold or not. We might see a touchback or a retest of 20K Bitcoin here. And then potentially a little bit more of a move up. But just looking at the order flow right now, there's a good amount of longs in this market based off of this opening candle right here. Again, not saying that this is totally bullish, but it does add a good amount of fuel to the fire for us to pump up and take out these highs right here. But all in all, it looks like there's still a good amount of people trying to short this too. Again, it would be nice to see us break above this daily value area high a little bit. And then take out these highs right here. All right. Let's see what's going on here. I would like to see a large decrease in open interest. This large OI right here, plus more volume, really leads to me thinking we're gonna pump up a little bit more. But again, that can be tricky, especially on a new US Open. We'll see what this 3-minute candle does on the order flow. Again, we can still range sideways here a little bit and then potentially get a move up and then start to move down. But still a break of these highs and continue a move up is still not out of the question. If that's the case, we would be looking towards this weekly level right here. I'm not really seeing too much resistance. But again, we'll see what happens here. right now I'm not really seeing any signs to short. It does look like it wants to retest this monthly and then zoom back up. There are still a good amount of longs in this. Yeah, I mean, besides that too, just keep in mind of the fees. But as long as you aren't losing money and you're coming out at break even, I say that's a good sign. Especially just zooming out on the 4 hour here, we have been in a pretty deadly sideways range for a while with this violent wick up action. So I'd say you're doing pretty well. And considering a lot of people gave up. We'll see if volume wants to die down here. Again, I have a feeling if we get another, say, 10 million volume candle on the 3 minute here, there's a good chance that we won't be looking for shorts until about 22K roughly. But again, we are pretty far up above the previous day valley area. So again, this is really stretching it here. But it can still happen. It's not out of the question. We still have a ways before even an 80% setup really comes into play. 80% setup won't really come into play until just the looks of it here. Until 19,500. So we'd have to break below this 0.5 fib. But in either case, if we do lose this 382 though, this is a key support just locally. So there is a good chance we could come down towards this point of control. We'll see what happens there. Again, these are two strong intraday support levels. We'll see what the delta chart is doing. Wow. Massive selling in this candle. Good amount of imbalances coming in here, along with imbalances defending the highs right here. Overall, I am looking for a move down. I'm just waiting for a decent entry. I still kind of have a feeling we're gonna see a quick move up here, stop a lot of people out, and then we'll see the real move here. But again, the S&P, huge gap up, catching up to ES. What's interesting though is the dollar dumping down. see what happens though. Again, Ethereum pumping up here, defending these lows quite nicely. Good to hear, good to hear. So, just waiting on a little bit more volume here. Volume seems to be lacking in the Delta department. I'm just interested in seeing what this move brings. Right here, this is looking like a strong move up, but seems like longs are starting to close out. So if you were to short here, again, you would have to put your stop loss up a little bit more, probably around 2250 if you were to short. I'm still waiting on a better entry, but it looks like we do want to dump down here. Good amount of selling imbalances coming in here. For the most part though, it looks like some longs taking profits. Overall, there still is a lot of longs in this candle here. So for the most part, looking at the current price action, there is trapped longs. We'll see what happens though. Again, I'm still thinking we can get another swing failure pattern of this. Yeah. The odds for a dump will greatly increase if we see these highs being defended here. Retested and defended. It just looks like we're kind of cooling off right now before a big move. If that's the case, I want to see us move up on low volume here, and then start to see potential signs of reversal. Now we wait. Wow, Coinbase is up 7%. Yeah, we'll see what happens here. So far, the odds for a dump do look favorable. We'll just have to wait and see the true reaction here. So far, so good. Looks like a little bit more longs are coming in. Wow, ES has been pumping hard. Wow. Looks like ES is moving up on low volume. Large short just closed out. Again, we'll just have to be patient and see here. So far, just looking microly, this move up very, very luckily is weak. Still no really big signs of volume here. When it front runs, I assume it's reacted already. Because that happens. It's been happening to me a lot, especially when I'm streaming. So it seems. I'll wait for a move and then we'll get front run by like $10. We'll see what the heck happens here, though. I'm might get front run again. Again, just price is moving on low volume right here. We'll see what happens. So far, pretty good green week. Still a green monthly. Let me straighten out this volume here. This weekly, again, still lining up very nicely with the Valley area high. And the end of a high volume node. Get rid of these guys here. Yeah, volume everywhere. Looks like ES is continuing to pump. We'll see. Looks like a old monthly. Crushed through that. Got a nice bounce from this weekly. Just cleaning up this chart a little bit. Again, a 3, 2, and a point of control. All coming up nicely at around 3,900. Again, this could be a pretty good relief rally. Considering this isn't, the next really major resistance isn't due until here. But again, it's really early to tell. see. With the way things are building up here, kind of have a feeling we're gonna break out of this. But I could still be wrong because I'm not really seeing a too large increase in longs here. Yeah, the whales are watching. Yeah, that would be something. That would be something. Yeah, I'm surprised not many people really watch the live streams much. Again, trading for the most part is boring. It should be boring. Again, I'm still waiting on a good entry here. As ES is pumping up to 37.80. Strong move up here. Alright, now Bitcoin's starting to move up. Interesting. Bitcoin was kind of going sideways here when ES was really making its move up. Now ES is kind of dumping down as Bitcoin is moving up here. And we'll see if we get our nice entry here. Don't want to see too much volume being added into this candle. Alright. Yeah, this is not looking good. This is a huge volume candle. Still in low volume territory. Ooh, large decrease in OI. That's mainly shorts closing out. Still, this is huge volume. I'm not comfortable shorting this, to be honest. Seems like Bitcoin was again lagging behind the ES. Yeah, this is even more volume. Let me take a look at the 15-minute here. Okay. Still a lot of imbalances here. Again, it could be shorts closed out, but we'll see here. not gonna take a short yet, but just looking at this guy. Not really taking the short, but because this is a large volume candle. Let's see if we can get some shorts pouring in. Okay, Delta's not really looking too bearish here. I was kind of hoping for more selling volume in here. Let's see if we can get more sellers stepping up here. So far, so good. There's still a lot of longs in this market too. Alright, more longs are starting to come in. Or shorts is closing out per se. Seems like CVD is showing us some aggressive longs here. Even more longs are coming in. We'll see again if this holds. It's not really looking too probable. Again, it might be just one of those where we keep on waking up and then kind of go sideways a little bit and then continue to go up. Again, just on the hourly, we are in an uptrend. 4 hour, nice uptrend, but the daily, however, still can be confirmed as a downtrend. Just overall, still a downtrend on the weekly too. Right now I want to see this hold. Even though this is a large volume candle here. So I'm not really feeling too confident of shorting. Plus there's a good amount of longs coming in still. But again, the higher time frames are still bearish, but just looking at the intraday time frames here, they are looking bullish. Plus ES looks like it's pumping pretty hard. Overall, I think we are due for a green month. I'm just not sure if it'll be a giant green month or not. A lot of people are kind of saying the same thing, which makes me kind of worry, but all I know right now is the intraday is bullish. So the next resistance here is 38.40. Yeah, I'm not gonna short this. Not really seeing too many bears stepping up here. Yeah, this is Delta. I'm not really seeing any bearish signs. Some longs are closing out in this. ES is being really explosive right now, so again, I still think Bitcoin can check along higher here. Not the best time to really be entering it long, but I'm just saying the next resistance isn't until up here. Suppose the volume's not really doing much either. But everything's pumping. But yeah, not a good time to really short anything anytime soon. Again, it's just going to be one of these continue to squeeze out people and then kind of go sideways and then work our way up. It's just one of those situations here. Ethereum too is kind of doing the same thing. S&P gapping up. Dollar dumping down. Dollar did the 3 hump on the, or the 4 hump on the 1 hour here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Just looking at these two double top potentially. break of that. Interesting though. Yeah, intraday bullish. I'd be really careful about looking for shorts. I'm personally not gonna be looking for shorts until up towards this weekly level. Yeah, is a selling tail forming here, but I don't really go off of selling tails anymore too much. Yeah, there is single prints to be filled in to this large move down. Within that, this is really like the last resistance before this is confirmed bull on the daily. So it'll be interesting. But but I can't really moderate the chat, but anyways, take care, and I wouldn't really short anything right now. Not really seeing any good signs too, so we'll just keep it at that. Anyways, take care, and I'll see you guys on Thursday. All right.